Hello, 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 beloved souls. It is Woke Wednesday. Super powerful time. You guys feeling these energies? So we just had a super flower, blood, moon, solar eclipse in Scorpio. And with eclipses come an energy of change and chaos. Depending on how you are vibrationally, that can seem kind of scary, like an upheaval, right? But it's really coming in to heal us, to grow us, to evolve us, to have us get rid of the stuff that is no longer working for us, right? Scorpio is about death and rebirth. So really, really, really tapping deep, going in and getting rid of the stuff that is not allowing us to move to the highest and greatest version of ourselves, right? To be the best us we can be, to be on our highest and greatest timeline. And as way showers, as light workers, as witches and warlocks and shamans and priestesses and priests and all of the names that we go by walking in this realm, twin flames, crystals, indigos, however you resonate, right? Like we are really being called to release things that aren't serving us. This Scorpio moon is helping us get rid of the karmic patterns, right? And we've been seeing a lot of that throughout this year anyway, right? That 222 portal really kind of shook us, right, to the core, and nothing has really, the foot hasn't come off the gas yet, right? And now we're in the month of May. It's 5 months, beautiful 5-5 energies going in. We just had that new moon eclipse in Taurus, right? Which is a very grounding energy about love and beauty and finance and the physical realm. And now here we are in Scorpio, which is tapping deep into our emotions, right? Really clearing out. Again, with water energy, though, right? Still waters run deep. So there's a lot beneath the surface that's being drawn up, right? It's like I gave an example recently of like you making like a pot of stew, right? And you're cooking, but as you're cooking throughout the stew, the stuff that isn't serving you floats up to the top, right? The fats, the extra grease, the stuff that you need to ladle out, right? So that's what's happening at this time. All of this stuff is coming up for us to ladle it out, for us to clean house, for us to get out our colanders, right, or sifters, and really to sort through things and to leave only what's really good, only what's serving you, only what's taking you to the next and highest and greatest level. Life is happening for you, right? These blessings are happening for you to take you to the next level of yourself. So be open to the changes, right? Be open to and embrace all of the shifts that are going on. I was talking to another light worker recently, and she was mentioning how it seems like people around her are like losing their shit, and she's just like kind of sitting here watching. And I'm like, right, that's so important for us, especially as empaths, right? To observe and not absorb. Like there's all this chaos going on around us, and we're like sitting in the middle, center, very zen, being like, okay. And when the storm passes, here we are, right? It's like the tornadoes turning everyone around, right? The whole world is being shifted, but if you're in the center of the storm, you're not getting knocked by the wind as well. But you know that wherever you land is where you need to be, right? That's where we do our grid work. That's where we do our light work. We're always in the right place at the right time, exactly doing everything that we need to do. So we're being called forth to really tap into those energies, to hold the space and hold the peace for everyone as they're shifting through this chaotic energy, okay? So a lot of messages coming through, obviously. See, I haven't even pulled a card. We're going to do everything. Angels, Gaia, the Luna, we're calling everybody in. Unicorns, so, no, sorry. The Angels of Atlantis wanted to start the reading. I thought we were going to start with the unicorns. All right, Angels of Atlantis. What do we need to know about this full moon energy? How is it going to serve our highest and greatest good? Let's get some power messages, some love messages, anything to really help us during this time. So thank you, angels and guides. All right, 3 came out. No, 4. Too many. Thank you, angels and guides. What do the light workers and way showers need to know to serve our highest and greatest good at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do we need to know about this moon and eclipse energy? Fantastic. Oh, another one. Planetary cycles. Archangel Sandalphon. So Archangel Sandalphon is one of 2 archangels that was a human first, right, and then became an angel. So I love that. So this is really just showing me the power of like the ascended masters and the angels here with you, right? And a reminder that you don't have to be some angelic being, right, in order to be the fullness of who you are. This was an earth being just being the best that they were being, growing, evolving, shedding layer by layer by layer by layer, and letting go of everything that you don't need, that is no longer serving you, so that you can step into your highest and greatest good, so that you can be all that you need to be. But that starts by releasing the past, releasing the karma, releasing the drama, releasing the distorted belief patterns that are no longer serving you, right? And there's a lot going on with the planets as well, right? Uranus just moved into Aries. I believe Venus did as well. We have Mercury in retrograde. We have this beautiful full moon in Scorpio. We're still in the sign of Taurus, right? So there's a lot going on with the planets, but this is here to support you, right? Don't get freaked out. People hear Mercury retrograde and they're like, ah, and they go to shit. No, don't freak out. Like, you have control over your life. So use your due diligence and act accordingly, and allow these energies to bless and support you during this time. All right? Beautiful, beautiful energy. Archangel Sandalphon is also the angel that carries our prayers up to heaven. Right, so this is just like a confirmation for those of you that maybe feel like your prayers have gone unanswered, or that like your team of light is not hearing you, or you can't hear them. It's all there, right? And Archangel Sandalphon also deals with music. So many of you, many of us, because this message keeps coming up, are receiving the guidance that you need through music, or you're going to be hearing different frequencies, or a sound is just going to have a different like meaning and vibration to you. Like, all of that stuff is really changing, growing, and evolving. So your ear chakras might be getting activated, right? You might be coming tapping more into your clairaudient senses. Um, what else? And the energy of your solar plexus. So that is our divine masculine energy, really making sure that we're grounded and centered, that this is clear, activated, and online. Being able to trust in your gut instincts, right? This is our inner power, our own inner sun. So really making sure that we're doing everything we can to keep that activated. Eating yellow foods, tapping into your energy center, doing maybe affirmations that give you like courage and confidence, things like that. I know one little move is like acting like you're like opening a flower, like to say there's a flower on your belly. Yeah, see if I can move it down. Show you. Just come here, draw it out. Right? Shake off that extra yuck and do it again. Deep breaths always. Just shake off what is no longer serving you, so that we can be in our power. Okay? Perfect. Thank you, angels and guides. What else do we need to know? What else is going to serve the light with hope? I love this. Archangel Haniel, right? So beautiful red energy, really drawing us into our root chakra. So imperative to stay grounded during this time, right? There's a lot going on with the planets. There's a lot going on with this beautiful world that we're on. So we need to stay grounded so that we can access and continue to elevate higher, right? They say your roots go deeper so that you can raise higher. So it's important for you to stay really, really, really grounded during this time in your own energies. Again, there's a lot going on in the world. But as you stay centered, as you stay grounded, as you're in your center of your core, the things that are going on around you aren't going to throw you, right? And also this beautiful energy of hope, just sharing that with the world, right? Because when you're at peace and when you're at center, you are a, a lighthouse, a beacon, an example, right, for others to see. So you are emanating that by being grounded, by being centered, by allowing the Holy Spirit to come in and help you and guide you with that energy of peace, right? It's like a dove of peace. So you're here, you are centered and grounded, filled with this peace energy, but so bright, so vibrant that you're guiding others to also be at peace, to also be centered, to also be grounded. And that is part of the work that we're doing this time, to shift and help heal the collective. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. Can we do one more and then we'll go to the unicorns? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Anything else? Why do I give numbers? I say this all the time. I say this all the time. I go, oh, I'm going to get one more card, and then they give me two. So I'm like, why do I even say anything? I should just be like, any final messages? That's just for me and the angels, because they know they play too much. Archangel Michael coming in, the warrior of heaven, right? This beautiful energy of enchantment, the magic. I said we were going to go to the unicorns next. Here they are, coming out early. So beautiful energies tapping into your crown chakra and your third eye with this violet, raising your vibration, believing in the magic. Um, you have a lot of what? Sorry, let me get this message clearly. Oh, you have a lot of like gifts and talents and skills that are being activated at this time. And for some of you, it feels almost like magical, right? It feels out of this world. It feels unbelievable, but it's not. This is a part of who you are naturally. Like you've built these talents and skills over many lifetimes. And so now the, okay, so now your ancestors and angelic realm and in the unicorn realm. Okay, there's a lot. Y'all giving it to me too quick. Now your teams of light are coming in hot and heavy and helping you to reactivate these gifts and get them online so that you can use this energy to help with the collective, right? Um, and for some of you, for many of you, that is some type of healing energy. I don't know what that means, but unicorns have a lot of healing energy with them. So for some of you, you're healers, right? Maybe you do Reiki or work with energy in some way. Maybe I don't know, it's the food you cook, the art that you work, whatever it is, like whatever these gifts or skills are, they're bringing healing energy to the collective. I was like, what? Too many messages at once. Archangel Raziel, oh, I love that because he's also at the bottom of the deck. So double down. Archangel Raziel with the energy of intuition. It is so important right now, again, with that energy that came in what? Hope, right? To stay grounded. How? Why do we stay grounded? So that we can tap into our intuition, right? Again, grounded, centered, zen, meditation, yoga, walks in nature, whatever you need to do to get really grounded. Eating grounding foods, right? Things that are coming out of the earth. Lettuces, cabbages, potatoes, root vegetables, like all of that stuff to really get you grounded, centered, connected so that you can access the higher realm, right? The deeper the roots, the higher we go. You want to have access to all of this. This is all your stuff coming online, being activated, being um like being drawn to the forefront. It's almost like all of that stuff was like hiding in the back. All right, so picture like they're showing the pictures. I don't understand the imagery today. So picture like school pictures, right? And all the kids are standing up, lined up, waiting to take school pictures. And then right before they take the pictures, they're like, "All right, first row, kneel down." Right? So you kneel down, and now you can see clearly everything that's behind you. That's what's happening. It's like the ego was told to have a seat. As soon as it sat down and knelt down, you got to see all of the gifts and the skills that have been in you all along. They've just been covered by the ego itself. So now that you're tapping into your intuition, you're bypassing the mind, you're bypassing ego, you're tapping into pure spirit, pure divine intelligence, pure ancient wisdom and knowledge and secrets and understandings that you didn't have access to before. And it's about to be lit. Like that's what I see. It's just like, ooh, it's about to be lit. Some of you it's like it feels like your mind is blown, right? Like and I love the fact that Archangel Raziel coming in to help us and to remind us to retreat during this time, right? Honor your body, honor your path, honor your soul. There, you need to rest when you need to rest, hydrate when you need to hydrate, like literally following your intuitive guidance. And I'm really pushing that, especially for the divine masculines, because you guys have been struggling with, not struggling, you've been, yeah, struggling with following your intuitive guidance and taking heed to those promptings, and it's resulting in a lot of external and accidents and illnesses that are unnecessary, right? Car accidents, bike accidents, illnesses, you're hurting your ankle, you hurt your arm, you cut your finger, like stuff like that because you're not tapped in. Stuff like that because you're not fully present. Stuff like that because you're not doing the inner work. And so externally it's showing up as like a shit show. So if you need to rest, rest. Don't force it, right? If you um recently got in an accident, give yourself time to heal, right? Like stop trying to force things. The body can naturally heal itself. The soul always is in alignment with what it needs to do. We need to take a time out, step back, be one with our own energies, tap into our intuition so that we're in alignment with our with our truth, right? So that those things aren't happening to us. Okay. Thank you, unicorns, for being here with me in the beautiful Awakened Collective. What do we need to know right now? What does this full moon eclipse energy have in store for all of us? This beautiful gift. Oh, okay. Wow, I'll take it. Open to abundance. Yes, yes, yes. When we empty our container, right? When we empty our container of the things that are no longer serving us, we're releasing the karma, we're releasing the distorted belief patterns, we're releasing the poverty mindset, right? When we let all of that stuff out, we have space in our container for the things that we do want. So this energy that's here right now, that's releasing and clearing, and the things that are being deaded to you, is so that you can receive the abundance which is your birthright. Whether that's financial abundance, spiritual abundance, love abundance, whatever that looks like in your life, right? Because we're all desiring different things. This is opening you up to it. This is healing you. Again, these things are happening for you, not to you. Came out same time, stand in your power. Know who you are as a being, a sovereign, majestic being. You are a being of light. You are a child of the Most High God. You are the divine essence of all that is represented here on earth. You are literally a representation, a reflection of heaven. Don't ever forget that. Don't allow anyone in your realm to have you think otherwise. Be passionate about your vision. Bring about positive change. Step forward into the light. Do the things that you're being called to do, right? Standing in your power. Oh, with the abundance card, I forgot to read this. Believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. Believe you deserve, right? That's really important that we have that within the core of our system, because we can pray, we can do the meditations, we can do the affirmations, we can do the sigils, we can do everything that we can think of doing in a logical mind. But if in our core, if we don't believe that we're abundant, if we don't believe that we're prosperous, if we don't believe that we're loved, if we don't believe that we're divine, then energetically we're not in alignment with that in which we're calling in, right? You can use any words you want, but the universe isn't going by our words, it's going by our energy. And we use affirmations to shift our energy, right? We use affirmations to change the emotions backing the words that we're using so that we can shift our energies. It's not about the words, it's about the emotions attached to the words, it's about the energy. All right, thank you, unicorns. What else do we? Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. Ascension lift. Yes, we're elevating, we're growing. Someone's crawling on me. Ascension lift, right? Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. This growth, this everything that you're going through, right? And again, like it's like, what the fuck? Everything's happening at once. I'm getting thrown all over the place, right? But you're being elevated. You're growing, you're evolving. This is for the things that your dreams, your goals, the things you've been praying for. Like that's why all of this is going on. This isn't going on to like throw you off. This is going on because like no, the universe is like, yes, we want you to be available to the things that we're gifting to you. We want it to come to you. So you got to get rid of the shit that's no longer serving you, right? It's like you're in your house and you have a beautiful bedroom and you don't like your bed anymore, right? So you decide to order another bed. Cool. You got to get rid of the first one, right? You're gonna keep two beds in your bedroom? No, you're gonna get rid of the first bed to make space for the next bed. This is the same thing. This is the same thing. And if you'll see, little 8 here going on, tapping right back into that energy of abundance, getting ready for opportunities, the abundance that's coming to you as you're lifting. I know many of us were dealing with the ascension symptoms of restlessness, um, sleeplessness, irritability, changes in appetites for females, changing in our cycles, right? I know my cycle was like probably one of the strongest and most vibrant it's been in like my lifetime that I can consciously remember, right? And it was off by a few days. Um, Changes in our like there's just been a lot going on within the physical vessel, right? um a lot of people like clearing out their solar plexus, so really like using the bathroom a lot, right? Whether that's just like gassy or diarrhea, whatever it might be. Clearings within the throat chakra, right? Whether you were getting a sore throat or maybe you were just having like some type of acid reflux, whatever it might be. A lot of pressure in the head because all of us have been getting upgrades within like our crown chakras and our third eyes, the heart chakra being cracked all the way open, right? We're all going through it, and it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Why? Because you're being elevated, you're being lifted, you're being shifted to the next level of yourself, you're being taken to your greatest and highest timeline. And sometimes from a mind perspective, it doesn't seem logical, right? But from a soul's perspective, the soul does what? It takes the path of least resistance to get you to where you want to go. So remember, the things that you put out into the universe, right? Remember the end goal, and sometimes there's detours along the way. Don't be discouraged by the detours of your life. Wow, create your vision. I love this. I love the fact that this full moon is helping us release everything that we need to release so that we can manifest our goals and dreams and desires. I love this. Create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. This is you stepping into the truth of you, your goals, your dreams, being the light, right? You're a light worker, you're way shower. This is you being the beacon. Way shower. You're there to show the way, not to follow anybody else's. You're leading the pack, right? We're the first responders in the freaking spiritual universe. It is what it is. And that's a beautiful thing. But you're going to be going through some things ahead of time, right? As someone who's awakened and tapped in energetically, and especially as an empath, when the energies shift around the planet, we catch them first, and we go through it, and we have a chance to to ground it in and to alchemize it and to shift it and to analyze it and see what it is. So when the next group of people, right, the rest of the collective catches these energies, we're there in our light to support them, to hold it, because we're grounded. Right, we've grounded it down. We're in our center. We're zen. We're tapping into our intuition. We know that the storm will pass. Right, bottom of the deck, manifest your dreams. A lot of energy here for you to manifest. A lot of energy here for you to manifest abundance, prosperity, and all that you desire. A lot of reminders here that your dreams and your prayers are being answered, right? Archangel Sandalphon, first card out, showing us our dreams being carried up to the heavens. So this is about you taking inspired action steps, following your intuition. Focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment, not forcing things, right? But really just tapping into your own divine essence and allowing that to shine through, right? What do you want your life to look like? You're a light worker, right? So you being in your joy, in your peace, in your happiness, in your self-love is what contributes to the greater good of the whole. So what is that for you, right? What does that look like for you? Do you want a house with a picket fence and like, husband, wife, kids? Is that your thing? Is that your vibe? Or do you want to own a bread and breakfast or something? Or maybe do you just want to like have a beach home? Like whatever that is, get clear about it, right? Get clear about it. You're being ascended up. Blessings coming in as you're going towards your goals and dreams. Look at the blessing of this moon for you, right? This moon is supporting you in your vision, releasing the stuff that doesn't need to be there so that you have space, capacity to take in all that you deserve, all that you desire, all that you've been calling in. All right. All right, let's tap into Gaia and see what else she got for y'all. Thank you guys. Sorry guys if this message is going long, but there's a lot coming in. Green Man Synergy. That's so funny. That came out in the pre-shuffle. This is about being in alignment, right? Connecting. This is about you connecting with Gaia and also connecting with your soul tribe. This is really the energy of spring supporting us as we manifest, as we um as we're harvesting, right? As we're receiving, it's just showing me like a cornucopia, right? So this is your abundance, this is your prosperity coming in again for you during this time as you're healing. Wow, river movement, staying in flow, right? Moving with the current of life so that you can be in alignment, right? Synergy, alignment, things are moving together. Be in the flow of the universe. There is no need to force anything at this time because everything is in divine timing. Literally, all this stuff is happening for you. Waterfall, effortless, right? Be in flow with the universe. Stop trying to swim upstream. Stop trying to force things. Stay centered, stay grounded, and allow things to go as they go. Water is the most powerful element on this earth because it can get through any and everything and it does not force itself. If you're in a house and water spills, you will realize there's cracks places that you didn't know there was before because the water is seeping through it, right? Really fast. Wow, really fascinating. This was at the bottom of the deck when I just went to shuffle the last time, and then it's at the bottom of the deck again. And you guys saw me shuffle. Summer solstice, radiance. This is the energy of the divine masculine and the divine feminine with the orange and the yellows, right? For our sacral chakra with the orange and our solar plexus with the yellow. This is our inner sun with our own third chakra, right? Which we talked about clearing before. But between now and the summertime, things are really going to be illuminated and brought forth for you. This is healing. This is happiness. This is a balance of our masculine and feminine energies, right? This is us coming into balance with ourselves, working together as a greater good and a greater whole. You being in alignment, you being loved by the universe, you being propelled forward, right? Like it's a beautiful, beautiful healing coming in for you. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Jeez Louise. There was a lot to be said. Yeah, it was. Why healing the past? There it is. All right, let's start down here. I'm going to start here. Cultivating prosperity. We keep talking about the same thing. This is a prosperous and an abundant time for you if you allow it to be, right? You're in here right now doing the work. You guys have been doing the work. We went through a hard, hard time. And we're still really working through these things, right? Going in the gardens of our soul, right? And weeding things out and pulling out the rocks and making sure that we're using the right things to keep the bugs away and keeping the animals out. And this is you doing the work, doing everything you need to do during this time. And the energy of the eclipse, right? That scorpionic energy is you weeding, right? Getting your weed whacker out and pulling the stuff out so that you can be the abundant being that you were created to be, so that you can have everything that you desire except what is. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, my beloveds. I'm getting work done at the house. I have to keep paying attention to the door. Anyway, where were we? Accepting what is. This is really important about just being grateful for where you're at, right? Being grounded, being centered, taking stock, just stopping, taking a look around and just being like, all right, this is where I'm at right now. And being okay with it. It doesn't mean you have to stay there, right? Because you're going to move forward. However that looks for you. We're all on different paths. But you're okay with where you're at. And you're okay with like looking around and being like, you know what, this is working for me and this isn't. We just start looking at different areas of our life. You start breaking it down, all right? How do I feel about my health? How do I feel about my living situation? How do I feel about my intimate relationships? How do I feel about my platonic relationships? How do I feel about my family relationships? How do I feel about um my environment, right? Like maybe the place that I live. How do I feel about my career, right? How do I feel about my finances? Just stop and taking a look and being like, you know what, I've come really far, or I can do a couple of things better, and shifting from there. This isn't about judgment. This isn't about belittling yourself. This isn't about um comparing yourself to anyone else. This is your path where you're at, and it's all good, right? Because you're cultivating your prosperity for your future, for your legacy, for your happiness, for your happily ever after, right? And as you do that for yourself, you're contributing to the whole, right? Because when I raise my vibration, it also raises the vibration of my tribe, and it helps the greater good. And as I heal myself, and I'm healing my family 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. So it might seem like thankless work, right? And maybe people are looking at you like you're being a little selfish, but they don't know that you're doing it for the greater good. They don't know that you're going all the way in so that you can help all without. Keep that in mind. Receiving from angels, wow, and awakening ancient wisdom. I love, 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 love this. One, angels coming in hot and heavy to remind you you're never alone. You're getting messages from them. They're talking to you. Signs, synchronicities. You're seeing what? Feathers, pennies, buttons? Okay, buttons, I guess, for some of you. Feathers, pennies, buttons. You're hearing songs. Your ancestors are coming in. There's certain smells. Like you guys are all, you're catching it. Don't ignore the stuff you're seeing. Certain animals, insects, like whatever you're seeing over and over and over and over and over again. Tap into it because there's messages there for you. The numbers, everything. But this awakening ancient wisdom, right? This is the energy that came in earlier with Archangel Raziel, right? With the intuition. When we're still, when we're grounded, we have access to all of that divine wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And when we've emptied our cup, we have space for our ancestors and our teams of light to come fill us up, right? When we go out into the world as light workers and we're out here just shining bright and we're giving love to everyone and our cups are being emptied, we go back and get our cups filled from the divine. So I never get fully empty if I know to tap in, but I can't tap in if I'm not grounded and centered. You know what I'm saying? It's all connected. So I need to be grounded and connected to Gaia so I can access the beautiful energies of the divine, so I can get my cup filled, so I can go shoot out all that beautiful energy to the world and do what I need to do. And all of us are healing our past, layer by layer by layer, right? This is what this energy is. That's why with the energy of Archangel Sandalphon, you saw the planets were big and they were going smaller and smaller and smaller. We're releasing the layers, right? Like an onion, we're getting rid of the stuff that is no longer serving us so that we can move forward. I step into my future with strength and clarity, all right? Strength and clarity. The vision is clear because our minds are clear because we got rid of the ego and we got rid of the things that are no longer serving our greatest and highest good. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What do the light workers and way showers need to know about this full moon? Any other messages for this full moon eclipse that we need to know at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bottom of the deck, gateway, unicorns, 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 unicorns. Loving on you guys today. Unicorns, unicorns, unicorns. Inner peace is coming in. Inner peace is what's required to really to transform at this time, right? Like this inner peace is going to support you in these transformations, in these in the tumultuous times that are going on right now. It's just really about getting centered. And for those of you that resonate as twin flames, this is another message for you, right? Like your twin is coming in and it's going to help you anchor in that peace, right? So you guys, like this fish, obviously, so there's a lot of emotions, but the emotions will be in alignment. And then we have trust, right? Trusting the universe, trusting the divine timing, trusting that you're on the right path. Again, a lot of water energy with emotions, right? The Scorpio, right? Full moon in Scorpio. So it's deep, deep stuff, but trusting that the stuff that's coming up, that's triggering you, that's just like that, that craw, right? Like just whatever that is, in trust in the healing that's coming with it, right? Like be grateful that these things are coming up for you because they're helping you to shift through these times, right? They're helping you to shift through. I'm struggling with the talking. I know it's the Mercury retrograde shit, but oh, it's pissing me off. Trust in your divine timing, trust in your inner wisdom, trust in your intuition. Jesus, Lord, have mercy. Whew, and love, right? Love is all there is. God is love, and you are a representation of love. You are a representation of God. You are God. So you are love. You are loved, loved, and loving, and the universe loves you. This is an abundant time, a time of prosperity, a time of abundance. Things are starting to bloom in your life. All right, remember that. Stay really, really calm. And again, the unicorn's coming in to show you. They're guiding you through the gateway. It's time for you to move forward to the next. It's time for you to move to the next highest, greatest version of yourself, right? It's time for you to move up on your timeline. It's time for you to ascend, and you're being supported with a lot of healing energy coming in. A lot of healing, a lot of love. A lot of healing, a lot of love, and definitely divine wisdom. All right, my beautiful angels and guides, I'm going to wrap this message up for the way showers and the light workers with the work your light deck. I love the fact that I just saw star mode at the bottom. Any final messages? Well, not any. What are the final messages for the light workers and the way showers? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Rude. No, am I keeping that or am I? Alright, whatever. Whatever. Deep replenishment. Retreats. Archangel Raziel did say that earlier, right? Retreat, rest, be held. Allow the universe to support you during this time. There are going to be a lot of changes, a lot of transitions, a lot of upheavals going on. Stay grounded, stay centered, and allow the universe to support you at this time. If you need to withdraw your energies and take a time out and separate yourself from people, do so, right? And hold and honor that. And understand that there are many people holding space for you, but hold space for yourself. And again, with all this water, still waters run deep. There's a lot of emotions that are going to be coming up to the forefront for you to deal with. Stay grounded, stay centered. Don't take anything personally at this time, especially with the communication issues that we have with Mercury in retrograde, right? Don't allow things that are being projected onto you to be embodied by you. All right. Understand that people are either projecting onto us or reflecting back to us, and use that gift to propel you forward, right? Unbound. This is what we're getting with this eclipse, right? In Scorpio, releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives, right? It's time to let it go. It's time to empty your cup of the poisonous, toxic, dirty water that was there before, so you can be filled with your holy water, so you can be filled with your divine grace, right? It's time to let all that stuff go. And a lot of you are releasing people in your life, right? And you're not even going to recognize yourself. Old versions of yourself are just falling away, but it's needed at that time, right? And don't dim to fit in. Stop pretending that you don't know what's going on, that you're not an ostrich with your head in the sand. You got to remove. I love it in the Course in Miracles. It says, the light has come, right? There's no need to seek the light. The light is always already here. All one has to do is open their eyes, right? So it's about you taking the blinders off and opening your eyes. You were not created to fit in. You weren't created to dim. What is dim? You're a light worker. We're not dimming our light. We're shining bright. You see the sun out here dimming itself? No, the clouds may come, but the clouds will also go. All right? Don't forget that. All right. So I'm going to pull one final message for the light workers and the way showers. See what I'm talking about? That's why I didn't say how many cards. Okay. I'll show you the bottom of the deck in a minute. Warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Little water in the background. Emotional. This is deep, right? Deep emotions. I know. I get it. You're doing deep, deep, deep work. But you're getting the guidance, you're getting the signs, you're getting the synchronicities, you're hearing the songs, there's certain messages that can't chase you down, you're being activated, you're just knowing things that you wouldn't normally know. You need to step forward. You need to step forward. And that's a beautiful thing. Like, you came here with these gifts to help. So why not do what you came to do, right? And I know that that's easier said than done, especially when we incarnated with certain like families or in certain communities that were put here to challenge us so that we did not move forward. But guess what? They were put here to challenge us, right? So take that awareness and take that knowledge to go, hey, this is really challenging for me. That's awesome. That must mean that I'm working on a soul lesson. How can I learn from this and how can I grow? How can I learn from this and how can I grow? And sometimes it's just a matter of you being where you need to be to anchor your light in, right? Because you are the light. You are the shining bright. You are the happy man, the happy woman, right? You are Mr. Comedy or Miss Wonderful, however it works out in your life, right? I know that when I go certain places, people are always happier when I come. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, it's so much fun now, right? Get the party started. And it doesn't mean that you're out there like you got to turn the music up and literally get the party started, but your light is that, right? Your light is as bright as a freaking disco ball at Studio 54, right? Like, that's what it is. So it's time for you to answer the call. What are you being called to do? Is it your art? Is it your music? Is it a class you should take? Is it a place you should move? Is it a new career? Is it a different type of relationship? Like, what are you being called to do? What is being called out for you? Use this energy to bless you. Because that's why all of this is coming up, just to bless you. Just so you can be the happiest you've ever been in your life. Just so you can be more fulfilled than you've ever known in your life. Just so you can be so on path, so on track that no matter what happens in life, you're good because you know that you're there. You're good. You're headed home, right? You put your address into the GPS, and yeah, there's some traffic along the way, and there's a few detours, but it don't matter because I'm going home and I can't wait to lay in my bed, right? Like, that's that energy. And then we got take a break again with the retreat energy 3 times. So I suggest you go sit the fuck down somewhere, right? Especially Mercury's in retrograde till June 3rd. Like, chill. Travel delays anyway. You might want to just chill. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Stop trying to force things and make things happen. Trust in divine timing. You can, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna share something with you because I'm an Aries and I'm so guilty of this. Forcing shit, right? Push, 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 push. I'm an Aries. head into a fucking wall until the wall breaks. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get it done. I'll think about the consequences later. I don't give a fuck. It's what I want to do. I'm out. Right? And then, and then you got to deal with the consequences later. Right? Now you've just broken a wall down, and you don't give a fuck because you did what you had to do. But now you got to come back. You got to explain why the wall's broken. You got to buy the materials to fix the wall. Maybe you're going to do the work yourself because they're like, well, if you broke it, you can fix it. Right? So then it's like you just did all this work, but now you have even more work to do than you would have initially if you would have just waited and went through the fucking door. Right? You could have just waited and went through the door, but no, you wanted to rush and go through the wall. So now you've created more work for yourself. Right? So it's that type of thing. Like, just you need to hydrate and chill. Now, I'm not saying call out of work for a week if you don't have the ability, the space and ability to do that. But I'm saying, like, if you need to not go to an event, do so. If you need to, like, say no to someone about helping them with something because you just don't have the energy, space, or capacity to deal with it, do so. Like, start honoring your yeses, start honoring your nos. Stop thinking that you have to force things or that you have to say, be a people pleaser, right? We're empaths, we're way showers, we're light workers, we're here. We always want to give. But this time, you need to receive. Get your cup filled. You need to be able to receive. You need to be able to receive. And with all of this beautiful, where is it? Abundance coming in, if you're not open and available to receive it, you're going to miss it. Picture that. Picture doing all this work. Picture going all this hard way. Picture the prayers, the manifestations, the all affirmations, everything, all the work you're doing just to miss it because you decided to do shit the hard way. Just to miss it, just because you're holding on to the past, holding on to the pain, holding on to trauma, holding on to the poison, holding on to some unforgiveness or some lack mentality instead of just loving yourself and allowing yourself to receive. Receive. If you're good at giving, you need to be good at receiving. It's a cycle in the universe. In order to receive, one must give. Give, receive, give, receive, give, receive. Who are you to block a blessing? Right? If God bless me, I'm blessed to bless another person. So now here I am trying to bless you, and you blocking the cycle. Because of what? Because of your pride, because of your ego? Better check it. Bottom of the deck, we'll end this reading here with the Star Mother. She came out earlier, right? And I showed you guys, it's like the energy of Mother Mary to me, right? How can you mother yourself? We're still in Taurus season. So it's about nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, loving yourself, valuing yourself, right? Retreating, resting when you need to, hydrating, getting that inner peace, being still, tapping into your intuition. Hand chakra is opening. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, my left hand, right? The receiving hand. You have to be able to receive. You have to be able to receive. Yeah, like that's just that's what it is. So the feminine energy here is coming in on the receptive side to tell you you need to learn. How can you mother yourself? Like, what do moms do? They give everything to their kids. Kids are hungry, they're on it. They're thirsty, they're on it. They're tired, they're on it. They don't feel good, they're on it. Whatever it is, we give to them. Give that back to you. Right? Give it back to you. Woo! This full moon got something for us. But I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for you. I love you guys so much. If you want to give me a call, I do spiritual calls. I do life and sex coaching. And also I do readings. So if you need me, I'm here. I love you guys so much. God loves you and the angels surround you. And I will see you soon. Later.